G'day viewers, welcome back to part 2. Hope you enjoy. Okay, another half hour later. Take it off the heat so it stops spitting. Beautiful. God, it looks so nice. Surely you can see that chocolate brown. Yum. Almost good enough to eat. And there's no colour coming out of it. Like last time it was all yellow. If there was any more colour in there, while I was inside I was contemplating doing another boil, but there was no colour. So I'm convinced that all the iron's out, and I'm going to refine it again anyway. But I'll go and get the hot water and come back and give it 3 washes. I'll wash number 1. Beautiful. Look how fast it settles. Amazing. I haven't had gold this nice in a long time. And I forgot to mention when I was talking about the yield of these CPUs, and like anything with EWASTE, a lot depends on the age and the manufacturer. So just because the average is 0.3 of a gram, it doesn't mean it's going to be. It could quite possibly be less. It could even be more, but it could be less. So it's only a guide. When I talk about the averages, they're never a pure thing. So now I'm going to get a smaller beaker to transfer this in and redissolve it. Okay, so I got myself approximately 800 mil. It says 700 there, but then there's another line, and then you got the top. So I'd say, well, it says there 800 mils. So now put the gold into this one. Just give it a bit of a rinse. Help it come down a bit. Beautiful. See that? All down in one hit. Nice big clump. Pour this water off, not that you need to, but for the sake of it, like a little bit more of a clean. And now some hydrochloric acid. Doesn't need to be very much. That should be plenty. And a squirt of nitric, just a tiny bit. I'd prefer to keep adding it as I need it rather than put too much in. It's more than enough for now. And put that on the heat. Put it on about a bit under halfway. Lid on and wait. Okay, I just came out to check the solution to see if I need more nitric. It's a nice orange, which means it's really strong. This cough is so annoying, but look underneath, there's still plenty of gold. So you'll need another little dash of nitric. This is a far better way to do it. Little doses at a time. I can't stand it when I see people saying they use a ratio 3 to 1 and all that. It's just a waste. Just came to do another check. I've changed the lid over to a smaller watch glass. I don't know if you can see this, there's the tiniest bit left in the bottom. And this is the best thing about incremental additions. You don't over nitric, I mean. So I'm literally going to put a drop or 2 if I can. That's it, probably a bit more than a drop, it's a small squirt. And that'll dissolve that last bit. and I'll come back out in say half an hour or so, turn it off, let it cool down and filter it. Not sure if you can see because it's getting dark, that is totally dissolved. So I'll let that cool down. It's getting late as you can see, I'll do it tomorrow. The solution has been filtered and it's nice and clear. And I've got some SMB on the hot plate because I've got chunks of SMB in there. It's gone rock hard. So I've got it on heat to see if I can dissolve it. Yeah, it's a nice orange colour rather than yellow, which means it's more concentrated than if it was yellow. There wouldn't be a whole lot in there. If it's red, it means it's really concentrated. But this is a nice colour. Should get a good drop out of that. But for those who like to see stannous tests, got a little bit of filter paper here, or it's a bit of tissue paper. Instant black, look at that, beautiful. That's a good test. I try not to do too many because every drop of gold solution is gold wasted. And that was quite a few drops of gold that soaked into that paper. It goes in my paper storage, but I would rather have it in the drop. Well, heating up the SMB helped. A lot of it has dissolved. There's only some tiny little bits in there now, which would have dissolved if I'd left it, but that's fine. Alright, so pour it in. There it changes, beautiful colour change. That's a textbook drop. I like to see a good drop like that. So now I'm just going to wait for it to settle. There's a nice thick layer of gold on the bottom, looking pretty good. So it's time for the wash procedure. I'll pour this off and I'll come out with some hot water. Just like before, 3 hot water washes. And then boil it in hydrochloric acid, then 3 more hot water washes. So, I'm back in a minute. Okay, rinse number 1. Yeah, it's settling quite nicely, pretty fast. Not as good as copper has, but it's pretty good. Give it a bit of a swish around. Excuse me. Sorry about this cough, it's annoying. Alright, come on, settle down. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't see any colloidal gold, which is good. It's all staying in the bottom of the beaker quite nicely. It's not trying to escape, which is a good sign. Sometimes, no matter how careful you are, it tries to escape. It's all bunching up quite nicely. This should end up pretty nice and pure. Especially by the time it's had a hydrochloric acid boil, it'll go really light. Two. Excuse me. Last one. As I said before, this is proven to do a good job. It's always got pure gold for me. I had it tested by X-ray in one of the videos. Right, look how fast that settled out. Alright, so now I'm going to put some hydrochloric acid in there. Probably shouldn't need 2 boils, usually one's enough. I only did 2 before because of the iron. A bit more. I'll give that a good boil for probably half an hour to an hour or so. Oh, bugger this cough. Okay, so I'll get that on the boil and I'll be back when it's time to wash again. I just took it off the heat, so it's had a nice rinse and boil with hydrochloric acid. The problem now is I've got colloidal gold that wants to float. I don't know why it wasn't doing that before. That's better. Gotcha. Alright. It's just got some stuck to the glass, which looks like it's in suspension, but it's not. Let it sit for a second. If you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so first rinse. Get this hydrochloric acid off. I like the way it settles nice and fast. So now I've got more colloidal. Wasn't doing that before. I hate these spray bottles, they never work when you want them to. There we go, gotcha. Rinse number 1. Okay. 2 and 1 more. And it's getting dark now, so I'm going to let this sit in the water until tomorrow, and I'll melt it tomorrow. The guy I'm doing it for is coming over. I think he's going to be here for the melt, so we'll find out together what we got. Right, so almost got that last bit. Okay, so I'll leave that to sit overnight and be back tomorrow and melt it. Alright, so it's time to melt the gold. I'll pour off this liquid. And I'm going to get a melt dish, put this in the melt dish. Alright. So, given the fact that there's roughly 3 grams for every 10 CPU, the guy who gave me this said that there was 30 CPU. So we're looking at roughly 9 grams. But as I said, it is an estimate only, and it could be less, it could be more. So I would think anything around 7 or 8 is acceptable. 9 is great. Anything even that over that's even better still. So I'm hoping to get a minimum of 7 grams. There's still some gold in here, but I need to take out some of the liquid from here. I'm going to use this as like a snuffer bottle. I'm sucking up the gold that's down the bottom. Now I need to remove some more water. Excuse me. See, there's still gold down there. So as I put more water in there, I can then suck up some of this gold, just like as if it was a snuffer bottle. And now that's sunk, and I can get some more liquid, because the liquid's level with the top of the melt dish. Get one more, and I can use the liquid to help push it all into a spot. See if I can tip this to one side. Where there's less gold. Now I should be able to carefully pour off this liquid. I'll put it back in here. Some of the gold that was on the edge, I'm just pushing it back into the melt dish. There's actually quite a bit of gold in there. It's the most I've ever had in one of these small melt dishes, so I'm hoping there is the amount of gold we're wanting. And that's it now, this is clean. So now I'll take this around to the melt desk and heat it up. Okay, crisis averted. What had happened was the anti-flowback valve had tripped, and that's been sorted now. I'm hoping. Do a soft flame to start with to dry the gold. Slowly work my way closer and closer, mainly working the outside in. Increase the heat a bit. Mainly working the outside of the dish, get the outside hot first. And as it starts to melt, I can work my way in. I know you guys probably can't see what's going on, but it's all starting to cool up now as liquid balls. Now it's a nice ball of gold, nice round ball. I'm just making sure that any other pieces have worked their way down. Alright, let that freeze. Once it freezes over, I can pick it up. Still liquid yet. Nice. Now we can see what we've got to play with. I squished it a bit, it was still a bit liquidy, and it's got a nice big air bubble underneath. Not sure why, but it's a nice bead of gold. Nice and shiny. It looks like that part that was in the middle might still be on the dish. It looks like there's still gold in there. So I think maybe the middle was soft still and didn't come out with the rest of it. Yep, still gold in there. Sure is. Fancy that. Never seen that happen before. So the outside was ready to be picked up but not the inside. How weird's that? So now I've got that part there which belonged inside there. Alright, so now I've got my scales. Time to see what I got. Hopefully it'll be really nice if there's more than 9 grams. But like I said before, I'll be happy with 7 and above. 7 and above I think would be respectable. $10. 10.86. Wow. That's more than I was expecting. That's really good. So now I'll take out my percentage and just so what I'll do to get my percentage is I'll just get wire cutters and snip little bits off until it gets to the required weight, and then I'll remelt what's left over so I can give them a nice round button. So that's a very good response. I'm happy with that, and I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please knock that share button and the like button, and you could subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos. Hit the bell icon so you get notified when I post new videos, and I'm very happy with the outcome. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.